It's the 6th of August, and my upload this morning, while recovering from medical negligence of practitioners in Tralee, County Kerry, is regarding the bodily integrity damages in my abode where I'm living. Now, as I've mentioned in all my previous uploads, there are individuals that have been trespassing upon royal patronage and that haven't been fulfilling their obligations to royal patronage. Now, the issue of the matter this morning being individuals that are using unlawful practices to damage my physical body that they've been using without my consent for the past 3 years. Now, NEFIT is a new development in this country, and NEFIT has affiliations and associations with Tralee, County Kerry. Now, the issue of NEFIT having a role in legislation and the issue of my sacred light body having been damaged since 2016 are all very pertinent issues in these human rights abuses that I'm experiencing. So it's really quite serious that the government hasn't respected the royal patronage of my maternal bloodline, my mother's family, Quinlan, Mercer, Fernan, O'Regan, O'Higgins. That's just one side of my family, and that's one of the very dangerous issues that the government is disrespecting. So there's an issue with royal patronage and treason that I'm experiencing that's not being addressed by the guards of the government, and there are individuals of witchcraft and bodily integrity damages that are being accommodated while good politicians and practitioners and such are espousing to be of good faith. So there's a very huge contradiction in terms and practices in this entire situation. So the Ombudsman have been hearing from this matter since 2017, and there's a child missing from his mother, and he's a royal heir of Ardfert and Kilflynn and Maria McElligott. So my maternal bloodline of royal blood in this country is being disrespected by ignorance and disgusting behaviours. So I'd appreciate the local authorities addressing the individuals that are in this building that are of bodily integrity damages and filthy practices that I'm tolerating every day. So there's a very huge debt I'm owed, and with regard to health and wealth, I can't say enough, but health and well-being, it's very dangerous with the developments that have been occurring as a consequence of my purpose. It's very serious what's happened. So I hope the human rights agencies and the United Nations know the huge issues that I'm contending with when supports and services and agencies aren't doing their jobs properly. So there's a beautiful child I gave birth to in 2015, a missing person. There are individuals of slander of my character in my farm holdings in Ardfert and Kilflynn that have been of very dangerous offences against the state, etc., also involved in this matter. So I'd appreciate the government respecting the royal patronage of my maternal bloodline and my royal title. It's quite dangerous that a child is missing from his mother and that the Ombudsmen aren't addressing their duties, basically. So I'd appreciate the guards and the government acknowledging the legislation and the transformations in this country, and I'd appreciate the guards and the government doing their jobs and fulfilling their obligations. As a law-abiding citizen with a clean track record, it's very dangerous what I've experienced, and the war on drugs is a very huge issue as well as a recovery advocate. So I hope the guards and the government will locate my child and address the individuals in my proximity damaging bodily integrity where they've no right to be. And I'd appreciate the people on my property in Ardfert and Kilflynn farm holdings of McElligott removing themselves. It's very serious. And I hope NEFIT works to the best of its abilities to uphold good practice, and the best of luck with new developments. And I hope the guards and the government are aware of the origins of legislation, nature and wildlife, etc.